LARRS, and today I am going to be showing you my friend Mickey here, and we're going to talk a little bit about the 7 macaws that we rescued, but also I want to share with you some very special things about Mickey and why she requires special care. You're definitely going to want to stay tuned for this one, and remember to hit that subscribe button. Alright guys, so I have my friend Mickey here with me. Now, Mickey is one of the 7 macaws that we rescued a little over a month ago now. All of the macaws have had all of their vet care, and we are very, very happy to report that none of the birds have any heavy metal toxicity. I could not be more happy to be wrong. So they don't need any of the specialized care that would come from neutralizing the heavy metals in a bird's body. So we are just proceeding with the known illnesses in these birds. But I wanted to bring out Mickey today because I wanted to talk a little bit about Mickey specifically. And before I actually get into that, I should preface by saying that we gave Mickey the name that she has. And I'm calling Mickey a girl. We don't know whether Mickey is a boy or a girl because we didn't have any of these birds' DNA tested. We know that Mickey is blind from the vet care that she received a couple of weeks ago. So what the doctor does is she shines a light into one eye and then shines a light into the second eye. And like the doctor had said to me, she was not seeing any light go through in the one eye, and she was seeing limited light go through in the other. And so what that means is that that lens is completely clouded over right now. This eye over here is Mickey's blind eye, and you guys might be able to see here how cloudy that eye is. Now she actually turns her head around quite a bit because she does have partial visibility in the other eye. So she turns her head so that she can kind of see what's going on. She can make out my face and see what's going on with that. But she is completely blind in this eye. Now the eye over here is a little bit different for Mickey because she does have visibility in this eye. It is very limited. It's really hard because Mickey can't talk to us, so we can't really tell exactly how much she is seeing out of that eye. It could just be hazy images. It could be shadows. We're really not sure at this point. But this is one of the things that we are kind of trying to pay attention to with Mickey, so that we know that when she does lose complete visibility, we can support her. Now, if you have a blind bird, and we have had blind birds in the past, you can do a lot of different things to help support that animal through the rest of their life. We had a bird with us for a while who was a double yellow-headed Amazon, and her name was Maggie. Now, Maggie was 100% completely blind. Maggie also had severe arthritis in her feet. But we got Maggie accustomed to a lot of different ways that we communicate to make sure that she knew exactly what we were doing because she was completely blind. So when we walked up to the cage, we would say, "Maggie, we're bringing you some food." When we walked up to the cage to grab her water dish, I would say, "Maggie, I'm getting you fresh water." When I walked back to the cage, I would say, "Maggie, here's your fresh water." And again, you're just looking to place those food and water dishes in the exact same spot to make sure that the bird knows where their food and water is at all times. One of the things that we do, we make sure that when we get the cage set up, that we are setting it up in the exact same way, and that we don't change anything. We have the perch exactly where it's going to be if the bird is able to perch. We also do have the food and water dish in the exact same position. Now, just like you would do for a human if they were blind, one of the things that we do when we approach our blind babies, we walk up and we introduce ourselves. So I always start talking to Mickey and saying, "Hi, Mickey. How you doing today, baby? How's it going, sweetie?" And usually she comes right over to me, which is a really, really super good sign. Something else that you want to keep in mind, if you happen to have a bird that has cataracts like Mickey or is blind and they're losing their visibility, you're going to take a look at the cage that you have, because it's really, really super important to get a cage that is going to be adequate for a bird like this. Now, a lot of birds cannot perch. Now, Mickey actually has kind of a messed up foot, and so she still manages to perch, but she doesn't perch like a regular bird. She stands on her heel. However, she is perching. I do have the perches low, and so Mickey is actually able to move around inside of the cage, but she's not going to hurt herself. So I keep those perches in her cage really, really low to the ground so that I make sure that she is safe. The last thing that I want her to do is fall and injure herself, break a blood feather, and bleed and have all sorts of problems, especially when I'm not at the rescue 24 hours a day. So I want to make sure that she is safe. So I'm going to show you guys Mickey's feet. Hopefully we can get a good angle here and I can really show you guys what I mean by Mickey has some messed up feet. So you can see by taking a look right here that Mickey has a messed up foot. She's got lots of arthritis in it. The foot does not bend like it normally does. And so one of the things that I do to support Mickey when we are walking around is I will actually hold on to one or both of the feet. I don't want her taking a tumble. The other thing is because Mickey can't actually see, I need to be sure to put my hand around the back of her so that she feels secure when we're moving. But you guys can see even just now, Mickey lost her balance a little bit and kind of flailed her wings out to the side. Now that could have gone very, very wrong had I not been hanging on to her one foot. So this is a really good way to keep your blind birds safe if you're going to be walking around with them, or even in the case of Mickey, because her feet are so messed up. If you just have a bird that's having arthritis problems and you're seeing feet like Mickey's feet, it's really important to hang on to their feet to make sure that they're not going to tumble over. So I know that I have said in other videos that it is not a good idea to touch your bird anywhere on their body except for their feet or their head. But in Mickey's case, it's kind of a necessity. So I want to show you guys the difference between touching inappropriately and touching like as in a special needs bird like Mickey to make sure that she feels safe and secure. So what I'm going to avoid when I'm handling Mickey is any kind of petting. That is exactly what you don't want to do, and especially in a bird in Mickey's condition, we don't want to promote any hormonal behavior or anything hormonal that could send the wrong signals. And if Mickey is a girl, we don't want Mickey laying eggs. So one of the things that I do when I'm walking around with Mickey to make her feel more secure, I will just very gently just wrap my arm around her back. So when we're walking around and she feels a little bit unstable, she knows that she is supported on her back without it being sexual in nature. And this is really, really important for a bird like Mickey because she needs to be able to feel like she is safe, even during transportation. We don't actually know how old Mickey is. One of the macaws, we actually got a date on their leg band, and they were born in 1991. As far as Mickey, We do not have a date. Mickey does not have a leg band. So the result of her blindness and the arthritis and everything that she's kind of going through might just be due to old age. We really don't have a cause. We don't have a lot of history on her. So, you know, when you get a bird like this, it's kind of like taking it from the floor up, trying to figure out what's going on and just starting where you can with their supportive care. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this week's video. And if you ever have any questions regarding any bird or reptile, give us a shout out on our Facebook page or via email. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.